Hello, thank you so much for being here for day 11 of the Magic is Real Manifesting Challenge. I am a psychic medium. My name is Shannon, if you don't know me already, and I host this podcast, which is about near-death experiences, spiritually transformative experiences, and all things metaphysical and spiritual. This is a side project. It's not what the whole channel is about, but I thought it would be fun to do a 20-day manifesting challenge together. So today's lesson is keep your manifestation dreams to yourself unless you know that the person you're sharing them with is going to be very supportive, very open-minded, and shares similar spiritual beliefs. Because a lot of the problem in manifesting is that when you decide to share with someone what your dreams and goals are, if they're not in alignment with your vibration and they're on a different plane and they're not supportive, that can really bring you down and you can start to doubt yourself. I recently shared some of my manifesting dreams with an old friend who told me that I was delusional and that my manifestation the ideas I had for my manifestation were ridiculous, that I was ridiculous, and that I was delusional. That was the end of that friendship. But also, it was very interesting to me to say, oh, yeah, this is why we don't share our dreams and hopes. Because in order to manifest, you have to just stay in this place of belief, of faith. It's hard enough to have blind faith, but it's such a huge part of the manifesting process is you have to remain strong and grounded in yourself. You have to remember who you are as a spirit. You have to remember that we do create our reality, that it's our consciousness that creates the reality around us. So if you want to stay in a high vibration, stick to being around high vibration people, but sometimes even high vibrational people might not be in a good mood or they might not be wanting to hear what you have to say. So I would say really just protect your dreams and goals. Keep them to yourself. As I said, unless you know that your friend is on board. In fact, if you do have a friend who's like all about manifesting and believes in this and wants to be a partner with you, you can actually use them to your advantage. So I might say, hey, to one of my friends, can you be my partner and reflect back to me and say to me, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you that you got this incredible raise. I'm so excited for you that you're back in contact with this friend that you had a fight with and you've been wanting to reconnect with. I'm so stoked that you guys mended fences, and just sort of role play with each other and feedback to you what you would want to hear. And so another thing that we're going to do is, again, stay with your affirmations, keep persisting. If you get derailed and you see something to the contrary and you see negative circumstances arising, that's okay. That's part of the process. A lot of times things are happening behind the scenes that you don't realize. It's not about pushing them away entirely and just denying they exist. It's saying, okay, I can see now that there is a little bit more work to be done. I need to keep persisting because right now it feels like my energy is going into a place of fear or doubt or negativity. And that's where things are starting to get a little bit wobbly. And also remembering to have faith that sometimes when things are falling apart, it's so better things can come together, as I said in the last video. So again, keep your dreams and your goals sacred. These are very personal to you. Not everybody might understand it, and that's okay. However, speaking it aloud can be really beneficial if you do have a friend who you know is going to be supportive, and just let them know that, listen, I'm manifesting, and if you have any doubts or fears, please just don't speak them out to me that that's not what I need to hear right now. And actually, if you could, let's share our goals and dreams together. So you might have a really close friend you trust and you can say, let's get together, let's sit down and just speak our words aloud, because sometimes just putting that out into the universe is a really good exercise. I'm also finding recently that I talked about less forcing and more allowing. I'm really starting to notice that the manifestations that are coming true for me are the ones where I'm barely giving them attention. The ones that I'm thinking about too much might actually be not serving me, because I might be coming from a place telling the universe, I don't have this. That's why I'm pushing so hard for it. Like, come on, universe, I need that money. I need that money. I need that money. Well, you wouldn't need it if you already had it. So there's this I'm getting chills right now. There's a very subtle energy in manifesting, and sometimes we do it without even noticing. So in the beginning of this week, it had been a few weeks of no work, and it was really making me feel a little bit anxious. And at the beginning of the week, I just gently said a little prayer and I manifested. By the end of this week, I make this much money. And it's more money than I am used to making. But I'm like, I'm just deciding right now that I'm going to make this much money this week. And out of the blue, I booked enough voiceover work this week after not having booked any for weeks that I made that goal and then some. So, but I didn't push for it. I wasn't stressing about it. I was just like, yeah, that's how much money I'm going to make this week. I'm just deciding that right now. So a lot of times we're pushing so hard, or we're doing a million meditations and manifestations and affirming and robotic affirmations, which is where you just say the affirmation over and over and over and over and over. Some people think this really works. It does for them. So it's fine if that works for you to kind of pump yourself up. Other people say it's the feeling behind it that really matters. And that's kind of what I subscribe to because it's the way that I feel. So if I'm saying I have so much money, okay, I can say I have so much money, I have so much money, I have so much money, I have so much money. But if I'm not connected to that feeling, then it's just empty words. It's like when I'm thinking I have so much money, money comes to me so easily. It's like getting in that zone of peace and assuredness, and I know I've got this. It's not even an issue. And also imagining like, wow, yeah, what if I looked at my bank account and there was this much money in there? How calm would I feel? How relaxed would I feel? And I'm tapping into a time when I did have that much money in the bank and going, yeah, it was there once, it can be there again. But it's just letting yourself enjoy and bask in the feeling of having, of already having. So the lesson for today is be careful who you share with. In fact, probably don't share at all. But if you know for sure that there's someone who will be into being a manifesting accountability partner, or someone you can, who wants to do this challenge with you, set the intention with that person. Listen, we're going to talk about our manifestations, no negative talk. It's boosting each other up and it's you validating what I'm saying. And if I say to you, oh my gosh, Nikki, I just got $20,000 out of nowhere. And she reflects back to me, oh my God, I'm so excited for you. I knew it was going to happen. And so there's a lot of, we'll talk about this in the next video, but about living in the end and sometimes acting it out and hearing it as if it's really happening can really get you in that state of already having received. So let me know how this exercise goes for you or what you think. And I'll meet you back here for day 12 of the Manifesting Challenge. Thanks again for being here.